This year, there's 10 new head coaches in the National Football League, including new Minnesota Vikings head man Kevin O'Connell. Our guy Bucky Brooks over at NFL.com. Love his analysis. He looked at all 10 of the new head coaches and ranking their situations from best to worst. Now, this isn't necessarily a demerit on the coach specifically, but they're talking about the situation. What's the quarterback like? What's the cap like? What's the ownership like? Etc. So that all that factors in. So let's get on with the list. Like, where's O'Connell going to be? Top 3, maybe? All right, so Lovie Smith, 10, Texans. Houston, it feels like they're a decade away. Even though you do get Petrie and Stingley Jr., Davis Mills has some potential, but overall, I mean, you just fired David Culley after one season, where by all accounts he surpassed expectations. So maybe Lovie, maybe not long for this job. Who really knows? Number 9, Eberflus joining the Bears. Even though I don't know how Eberflus isn't 10. Because, yes, you have Justin Fields, but your offensive line got worse. You got rid of Allen Robinson. You got rid of Khalil Mack. Akeem Hicks is gone. So, yeah, you could say that some of those veterans were aged out. But you really did nothing to improve the roster. And I think that the Bears are odds-on favorites to be picking top 3 in the draft, maybe even numero uno, and they'll screw that up too. Number 8, Doug with the Jaguars. You get Trevor Lawrence. You have some nice, you have some nice weapons, and you spent a lot in free agency, so you certainly could get things done. Especially since in the AFC South, I mean, the Colts are there, sure, as well as the Tennessee Titans, who could implode. So I mean, Jacksonville might be sneaky in that division going forward. Dayball with the Giants. Now, everything about the Giants is okay, except for Daniel Jones. I mean, they have a great defensive line. They got Andre Patterson in the house now, but I don't know. I don't know. So then you get to 6, where initially this seems pretty low. This is what Bucky wrote. The reunion of Kirk Cousins and O'Connell, last served as the former quarterback coach of Washington back in 2017, should enable the Vikings to hit the ground running under the rookie head coach. O'Connell was also OC. The Vikings quarterback knows the system, which should help the offense carry the water until the defense catches up. That said, the first-time head coach and offensive play caller will have to master the art of managing the entire team while navigating the call sheet and game situations. In addition, O'Connell must oversee the rebuild of a defense as adjusting to a new scheme while building in a handful of new players. Given the playoff expectations that come with a big money quarterback in his prime, the pressure is on O'Connell to figure things out in a hurry in Minneapolis. So this is mainly a demerit on the defense, even though you have Danielle Hunter, you have Zadarius Smith, knock on wood, you got some health going there. The Vikings could and should have a hellacious pass rush. You add Lewis Seen, you add Andrew Booth to a secondary that's going to be rising again. And then the offense, I mean, the offensive line, if that box gets checked, if Bradbury gets his ish together, or the fallback plan of Chris Reed and Jesse Davis is good to go, you have Dalvin Cook, one of the most dynamic running backs in the game. You have Adam Thielen, who's still one of the best red zone receivers in the game. You have Justin friggin' Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the National Football League, and this is 6? I don't know. So Mike McD is 5 with the Dolphins. I understand everyone's all up on the Dolphins because of the Tyreek Hill, even though you're paying him $30 million a year and he could be past his prime. Like, how many speedy 30-plus-year-old wide receivers are out there? I don't know. So I understand. Like, Miami is always like the sexy, trendy pick, but you still have Tua, so I ain't buying that, man. Number 4, the Broncos. Respect. Now, I would have been okay putting the Broncos ahead of the Vikings, but they're one of very few teams because you add Russell Wilson to an already talented mix on offense. Yeah, there you go. You're going to be good to go. Then 3, this one's stupid. So, like how everyone is on the Dolphins, like people still have a hard-on for the Saints. Even though the Saints do have a good defense. Dennis Allen was Gabaggio his first time around as a head coach with the Raiders. Your quarterback is Jameis. I mean, sure, you add Juice Landry. How much juice does he have left? You had Olave, cool. Maybe you get Michael Thomas back from 17 years of injuries. But, hey, your quarterback is Jameis. Cool. Fantastic. So, and also you lose stupid-ass Sean Payton because even though he's a douche, he was one of the better play callers in the league. Whatever. 2, Josh McDaniels Raiders. Now, this is all about Devontae Adams love. I get it, but your quarterback is still Derek Carr. Defensively, yeah, you got Max Crosby. You have the remnants of Chandler Jones, sure, but whatever there. And then 1, the Bucks. Yes, fully understand this one. Bucks, very recent Super Bowl champs, are stacked on both sides of the ball, so I fully understand and respect that one. So I don't mind the Bucks at 1. I disagree with the Raiders and the Saints being so damn high. Like, I would have put the Vikings either 2 or 3. I would have certainly put them ahead of the Dolphins, the Raiders, as well as the Saints. I probably would have put the Broncos in the same strata as the Vikings, but if you put the Vikings at 2, I'm fine. Put the Vikings at 3, I'm also fine. But 6, Nah. Again, this is more just a slight swipe at Kirk Cousins. It doesn't even factor in Jefferson and Dalvin and Thielen, but it's whatever. Again, just another demerit, even though Bucky, he's my guy, man, but gotta disagree with the placement on this one. But what are your thoughts on our thoughts and their thoughts? Where should the Vikings be ranked in terms of best situation for Kevin O'Connell? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.